Well, bullying, it is a big concern for most parents, also students, and it should really be taken very seriously. As technology has become a day-to-day facet in our lives, the incidents of cyberbullying have developed into a frequently occurring phenomenon, and schoolyard taunts now spill over onto the internet. So we have back with us today Jim Clark. He's very familiar here on the morning show, licensed social worker, president and CEO of Daniel Memorial, providing us some tips for really what you can do, how you can help your kids out if they are a victim of bullying.
This is in this day and age, we're actually parenting online in many ways, the connected parent, because you've got to be familiar with all the different type of techniques and tools that kids have to communicate, and in particular, texting and your IPS address or with your computers are just things that people need to know.
Right. I was going to say probably the first thing a parent should do is get on Facebook or MySpace themselves and get a page.
And get a page. That's correct.
Be friends with their kids.
That's right. And as I was telling you, even when I went on Space to look at some of my kids and their activities, I found that there were some things that were improper that we needed to have a conversation about. So you're absolutely right. A parent should develop their own MySpace, Facebook, Twitter page so that they're familiar with what their children are doing and how they go about that process. One of the things that often, we know that 48% of the kids who are online have been cyberbullied at one point in time. And cyberbullying basically is making a threat or harassing an individual on an ongoing basis. So it's really important for parents to be aware of the activity that their child is doing on the computer.
So almost 50%. I mean, you and I were talking, and kids get bullied in the schoolyard, but it's different when it's online because thousands of people can see it and then comment on it.
Right.
What can a parent do to stop that right when it starts?
I encourage parents, begin by talking about security of your computer, because you need to tell them about, don't give out passwords, don't do this, we could get a virus, it could affect everything. So having a conversation to begin with them just about the safety of their internet and what they should do. Then next you start to talk about the protocols. What's proper? Lots of times it's not proper to cuss in front of a whole bunch of people, nor is it proper to do that on the internet. Then talk about their own personal information. A lot of careers have been lost because people have done things
and put
their pictures up and they never go away. So those are type of things in which to talk to them about. And then you can do, of course, blocking. You need to know who their buddy list is and talk to the children about that. And again, know the protocols when you start to see something that's astray.
And real quick, I was going to say, when stuff happens at school, the kids can go up to the principal's office and tell. Who should they tell if they see something on their page that makes them feel uncomfortable? Online,
what we're going to do on your page and our page, we're putting some of this information. But in particular, when parents are aware that a threat has been made, they need to contact their internet service provider. And on the IM, there is a tool in which to be able to do that, and it provides some security so you can go back and also use that information in case there is a perpetrator that we need to follow up on.
I was going to say, the laws, I imagine, will eventually evolve to include this because there could be some criminal charges pressed.
Absolutely.
Even now there can be.
Right. Well, we know that there has already been suicides, and there was a famous case in terms of where a mother was harassing a child. And so there are, the laws are starting to catch up with it, but the thing is, parents need to talk to their children and be proactive.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate you coming in. Good information. Well, if you want more information on this topic or any family-related issue, news4jax.com. Click on that Seen on 4 tab, and you will find all the details under Weekend Headlines.